Well, I think I answered that a little bit already, but I just energy-wise, when I'm not active, I don't sleep as well. I feel slovenly. I'm not as effective and efficient at work. So I think it has a lot to do with how I approach things and keeps me engaged and keeps me and keeping active actually benefits my both myself personally and also my work.
What about those who are over the age of 50 who don't choose to work out? What are some of the reasons you think they don't choose to work out, or why do they work out?
Well, honestly, I think a lot of them unfortunately break down. I feel that genetics being what it is, we all age at a different rate and things kind of fall apart. Many people just get lazy and they stop doing it, and I'll tell you, it's one of the if once you stop, it's so hard to get back on track. And some people just can't do it because they physically can't. I've had a number of knee injuries, but I've had arthroscopies and whatnot, and luckily everything's kind of still held up. But arthritis comes in, and just general aging. People that are over 50, that's a huge issue for us. So I think that's a big factor. And then desire is the other.
So we have desire and physical injuries. What are some other hurdles that you've faced over the years to keep a workout regimen as you were growing older and you're starting a family?
Well, that's one of them is family. Um, making sure that I was home for my children, very much important to me. My work schedule. I commuted to Boston and Rhode Island in my earlier years, and that was always an impediment to doing that because you just can't do as many things as you'd like to do. That was why I did the yard work on the weekends. So I was able to be with the kids and still be at home. But those were primarily the reasons or the things that kept me from it, were my job and my family. Never was the desire.
Why do you think those over the age of 50 stop or do not work out and stay physically active?
Again, I think some of them just can't. Others I just think get lazy. And once they feel things slipping, they don't care, or the motivation isn't there anymore. Perhaps it's they feel comfortable with themselves, or they just don't feel like there's a need to do that anymore. Oftentimes, I find though it's more that they're just physically slowing down, their metabolism slowing, they don't burn things off as quickly, and I just think that they lose that compunction to get energy, to get exercise.
So with all the benefits that you've received over the years in mind, what would you say to some of the younger generation about staying active, or what words of wisdom can you give for them as they grow older and into the older category, we'll say?
Well, I would say it's just like saving. I mean, you have to start early and stick to it. Once you stop the regimen, it's so easy not to do it anymore. I don't know how many times I've rolled out of bed on a weekend and just don't want to get up and run that three miles around the lake or whatever. It's easy to say, I've got other things to do and to get in the way. So you have to get into a habit, make it a routine, and make it part of your daily activities. And I'm telling you, it reaps huge rewards later on in life if you can stay active.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for inviting us into your home and your beautiful yard as we take a break from the yard work. We appreciate it.